Co-operative federalism. The Indian Constitution expert Granville Austin described in renowned Granville Austin is a renowned scholar of Indian Constitution. Described Indian federal system as cooperative federalism, designed to provide cooperation between the center and the state. So, concept of cooperative federalism applies to the federal governments like USA, uh, where the states have more adequate powers and the formation of unions based on the indestructible union composed of indestructible states. In a quasi-federal state like India, the union government can very easily pull down any constitution state through constitution powers, especially through the emergency powers assigned to the president. The constitution does not permit states defense to central. There are many provisions created in the Indian political system to promote the cooperative functionality of the central and state governments in India. They can be classified into constitutional, statutory, and political bodies and provisions. The Constitution itself has a number of devices to promote cooperation coordination. Interstate Council, that's Article 263 of the Constitution states that President of India can establish interstate council to serve public interest. The 263 of the Article 263 Constitution says that the President of India can establish the interstate council to serve the public interest. There are three functions and duties assigned to interstate council: to advise disputes among the states, uh, and to investigate the subjects common to the union and state governments, to make recommendations on the president to the president for better coordination in any particular subjects among the state governments. A number of councils has been created to promote cooperation on specific subjects. In the first, like Control Council of Health, Transport Development Council, Central Council of Local Self-Government. The Holistic Interstate Council was established in the early 90s to deal with the general cooperation among the units of federal systems on the recommendation of the Sarkaria Commission. The Prime Minister functions as the chairperson of the Council, the chief ministers of all the states and union territories, the legislative assemblies, 6 cabinet ministers of the union government, and administrators of the union territories without legislative assemblies, and the governors of states and the presidents are its members. A standing committee consists of the union home minister. A standing committee consists of the Union Home Minister, 5 other cabinet ministers, and 9 chief ministers also works as part of the Interstate Council to promote cooperation among the members of the federal system. Statutory bodies. There are certain statutory bodies like zonal councils, which are established by the States Reorganization Act in 1956 to achieve cooperation and coordination among the states. They were created in the backdrop of the linguistic reorganization of India. And the first Prime Minister of India, Jawaharlal Nehru, to develop the cooperative working. Originally, 5 zonal zones councils were created, and later on in 1931, one more zonal council was established for northeastern states. They are Northern Zonal Council, Southern Zonal Council, Eastern Western Zonal Council, Central Zonal Council, and Northeastern Zonal Council. Additionally, one zonal council, Union Home Minister, will be the common chairperson of all the zonal councils. Additionally, one zonal council was consists of chief minister and 2 other ministers of each state, and the administrator of the union territories in the zone. The zonal councils will discuss the suggest measures to promote cooperation among the members in areas like economic and social planning, fraud distributes, interstate transport. River Boards Act 1956. Second one is the River Boards Act, a statutory body. It's 1956 established as the river boards to provide advice to the concerned governments regarding the interstate river valley disputes. Water disputes, river or river valley. Regulation of our interstate river or river valley. Water disputes tribunal. Interstate Water Disputes Act 1956 was established in accordance with Article 262 of the Constitution. It mandated all the inter-river states all the river disputes should be resolved only through negotiations. and provides the formation of a ad hoc tribunals for resolving the same. According to Article 263, the President of India can establish interstate council to serve the public interest. Just 262 is regarding the uh, interest, Interstate Water Disputes Act to form ad hoc committees to resolve the disputes. Niti Aayog is created for National Commission for Transforming uh, India after dissolving 65-year-old Planning Commission on January 2015. The Prime Minister of official chairman and the government committee members of the council of all the chief ministers of all the state chief ministers of the union territories of Delhi and Puducherry and Lieutenant Governor of Andaman and Nicobar Islands. One of the primary objectives of the commission is to foster cooperative federalism. It organized a strong states, a strong union. Uh, but the states continue to remain dependent on the government in matters relating to natural calamities. The interstate river water dispute would play a crucial role in the evolution of federalism in Indian politics. There are a large number of disputes in the country, like Kaveri dispute involving Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Karnataka, Kerala, and Puducherry Union Territory. And Vamsadhara river dispute involves Andhra Pradesh and Odisha, and Sutlej river dispute involving Punjab, Haryana, and Mahadayi river dispute involving Goa, Maharashtra, and Karnataka are the major ones. Constitution. The Article 262 of the Constitution empowers the Parliament to enact a law providing for the adjudication of any dispute complaint relating to the use of the distribution and control of any interstate river or river valley. It also provides for Parliament to exclude the Supreme Court or any court from exercising any jurisdiction over the interstate river water disputes. The Interstate River Water Disputes Act 1956, empowered by the Article 262 of the Constitution, the Parliament enacted Interstate River Water Dispute Act 1956. This enables the Union government to establish a tribunal for just adjudication of an interstate river water dispute. All the legal consensus is that all interstate river water disputes must be resolved through peaceful negotiations. When a union government decides a tribunal regarding interstate river water disputes, the Chief Justice of Supreme Court of India will nominate a person to head it. Earlier, the tribunal always consisted of one place only, but later on this provision was amended to include more members. The Chief Justice will choose only a sitting or a retired justice of the Supreme Court and High Courts. The decision of the tribunal shall be published in the official gazette, and that decision will be final. Neither the Supreme Court or any other court will have any jurisdiction over the interstate water dispute referred to a tribunal under the Act. No tribunal can be constituted for any dispute that has been placed for arbitration under the River Water Board 1956. Issues and demands in Indian federalization. Major force, appointment and role of government. The very office of the governor as an agent of central government to monitor the state government impels the power of the constitution states. The Raja Mannar Committee report was highly critical of the office and role of the governor in the state. Uh, It is often pointed that armed is a unique government formed is the state executive. The evidence for this is studies of another as demanding genuine autonomy of the states. As education, there is a uh, popular demand that the subject of education to be restored to the list two of the state list, which originated was strictly located. The Parliament in 1976 enacted the 42nd Constitution Amendment that transferred the subject of education to the list 3 or concurrent list. The state governments exclusively had authority over education when it was in the state list, and the state union government acquired education after this uh, transfer. When asylum when the contradiction arises between states and central government, then central government or parliamentary level. Many political parties like states like Tamil Nadu are demanding transfer of education back to state list. The governor of state has discretionary power to reserve a bill for the state legislature. The state legislature for consideration of the president. Whenever a burning bill on the state legislature is reserved by the governor, the president may declare or withhold his consent. In our case of other bills, and he can declare or withhold his uh, consent. He can also direct the governor to send them in for consideration to the judiciary concern. If even if the bill passed again by state legislature is not obligatory for the president to declare his assent. This provision was kept in the constitution to protect the integrity of India. But many states criticize the state governments criticize the governors for reserving the duly for state bills for consideration of the president that when, that they were politically only motivated to suppress the state governments for the further interests of the ruling party. Article Improper use of Article 356 and the Part 18 of the Constitution provides for the proclamation of emergency by the President when there is a breakdown of constitutional machinery. Then, uh, since the since the Supreme Court's judgment in S.R. Bommai versus Union of India case, the chances of misuse of Article 356 was thus greatly reduced. All India services were included under Article 312 of the Constitution of the world. Uh, uh, where all India services are with the central governments, the state governments saw changes in the system. The Rajmundra Commission suggested a complete revamping the structure and position of the All India services. The first administrative reforms of this commission was formed in 1966 initially under the leadership of Moraji Desai and later on by K. Hanumantaya. 20 reports including one suggestion provided in the domain of central-state relations. The second coverage Administration Reforms Commission was constituted in the new millennium in 2005 under the chairmanship of initially Veerappa Moily and later on V. Ramachandran. Commission. Majorama Committee was established for central state relations.